Sir Henry, I have Saturdays set aside just for you and classic blues and R&B, papi.
All right, folks, welcome to another edition of Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. The big shot is in the house. The big shot is now rolling. I am your conductor for the next 3 hours. My man on the other side is my conductor, engineer in training. He tried to kick me out of here, boy. I'm telling you the truth. I get up out of here, Mitch. I get up out of here one day soon, but I don't want to go the way you want me to go, Mitch. Just give me a break, man. I sit back and just listen to you, let you do your thing. All right, folks, welcome to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. I'm your host, Sir Henry Cheatham, coming to you live, L-I-V-E. Oh, God, I know how to spell it. I still know how to spell live. L-I-V-E, live here on Classic Blues and R&B. Welcome to Classic Blues and R&B, folks. We're coming to you live from the middle part of North America. Welcome to Classic Blues and R&B. When you get here, you know you're getting the real American music, the music of America, the US of A. When you enter the Classic Blues and R&B Club, you're at the right juke joint. Here you get real blues, some real blues, the real thing, the real deal. You also get a healthy shot of soul and your much needed dose of rhythm and blues. Blues, beer, and barbecue is the real red, white, and blue. That's right. You get you some beer, you get you some blues and barbecue. All that it all came from my community, Mitch. Hey, that's right. I want some ribs, Mitch. Give me some of that. And I don't care what you say, Mitch. Mitch, I know you're gonna look at me funny. I don't eat the pig. Well, give me my pig, Mitch. The pig has made me I've allowed myself to get to 7 scores plus. I'm headed into the 8th one, man. No. Once you get here at Classic Blues and R&B, you find the great call letters of WVON. Call letters with a heritage and a legacy. We're coming to you from the middle part of North America, our neighbors to the south of Mexico, the Federation of Mexico, and to the north is Canada. Canada is our northern neighbor up there. I got a lot of issues in Canada, folks. North America is a messed up place. It's my home, but hey, we got a lot of issues here in North America. I was looking at Toronto and some of the issues that are going on there in Toronto, man. Hey, you got that international stuff up there. We got it here too, but man, and in Canada, is such a large place. You go from east to west just like we do. Population is much smaller, but it is a very, very, very large country. Very large. That place that most folks don't know how to get to. The Yukon and all up through that part of it. A lot of big place. Anyway, welcome, folks, to Classic Blues and R&B. As I always want to do, we will send out a shout out to Mr. Dwayne Smith of Inglewood. He's a very fine citizen here in Chicago. He was not intimidated by the people who wanted to destroy the community where colored folks live. Black Americans were living mostly. He would not allow that nor make a bad relationship with the police department. So I want to say, send out a good happy Thanksgiving to you, Mr. Smith. I hope you're doing well over there in Inglewood. It's always good to do my thing, folks, up here on another Saturday night. Sunday morning, we're going to be here riding, doing a lot of stuff. We're coming to you live via Skype over WVON 1690 AM. We're doing it there. Don't forget, ignorance is the most costly. Ignorance is the most costly crop that any community can produce. Mr. Edward J. Williams said that in 1918. And boy, it's so relevant today. Don't forget that Mitch. You know, I'm gonna beat that Mitch. I beat Mitch over the head with that every Saturday night. And when I see him, I beat him over the head with it. I said, Mitch. And he look at me strange. And next thing I know, hell, he beat me, telling me something because I do something dumb. I said, Mitch, look, you don't charge it to my age, Mitch. But no, he ain't buying that. You know, Mitch won't buy that, you know. Dr. Congress would be clean inside and out. Neither look up to the rich nor down on the poor. Lose if need be without squealing. Win without bragging. Do that. Always be considerate of women, children, and older people. Be too brave to lie and be too generous to cheat. Take your share of the world and let others take their share of the world. I want to send out my prayers to the young man who's a Mustang uh, graduate, a guy from Morgan Park High School in the University of Illinois music department, Mr. Jemiah. I forget Jemiah's last name. I do know his last name. Met the young man, got some photos, and I intend to put them up on him eventually. Hope that he gets well. I understand that he's in ICU, not he's out of ICU. I think I heard that somewhere. But folks, it is real. I'm telling you, it is real. Someone posted on Facebook, let's have a big old, they say it's better to have a small Thanksgiving than to have a small wedding, you know, a small funeral. And that's true, because I lost my oldest sister earlier this year, and it was something that I was not able to attend. Was definitely not something you want to go through, but not alone. There's quite a few folks, you know, that are going through this, and folks, we have to do the best we can. 'Cause I'm telling you, thing is tough. It's tough. It is not a joke. And you know, I asked the young folks, you know, because everybody talk about those older people. I asked the young folks how they're dealing with that, you know, and they're going through the same changes that we are. You know, they can't do what they want to do. They can't just jump and say, hey, I'm going to the concert tonight. You know, they have to be cautious about what they do too, and you know, the separation and all of that stuff, you know. And the entertainment industry is just like any other. They hit hard, you know, and we wish all of the best to them. There's a lot of people doing things on the internet, the virtual sites. They're working, and I'm telling you, you get so many of them, boy. You said, dog, which one and what do I do? You know, but you know, you keep on moving, you know, and you pray to God that things will get better. Good news about the possibilities of a vaccine coming up. That's good to hear that they made this warp speed. They made quite a bit of progress on that. I was also looking at a story out of Tennessee, out of Memphis. Many of you have heard of St. Jude, the hospital down there, the research center. I understand that they found something that I was reading that just last night. That they have done something. They found something that looked very promising as well, dealing with this coronavirus situation here. And thank God we didn't have to start at zero, but we lost quite a few folks to this point to get to this point. You know, if we had to start at zero, folks, probably would have taken us 2 or 3 years to get anything about off the ground. But thank God we were able to come to a place and take off. Yep. So that's always good. We're streaming live at WVON.com and iHeartRadio. Want to say, man, Forrest way down there in Dallas. You can't lose this weekend, Forrest, because I think you're off. Well, just last week you were off. Anyway, they play tomorrow, I guess. Then they'll play again Thursday. So, you know, Cowboy, Forrest, Cowboy. I'm a cowboy. I like cowboys too, but hell, I'm a tiger at heart. JSU and an eagle. That's what it is, Mitch. Jackson State Tiger and an eagle, man. You know, but an eagle is that's my high school. That's what I am. You know, the old Magnolia, Mississippi Blues Boy is coming to you. Blues Man is coming to you here. We want you to like our Facebook page on Facebook at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON. Henry. And at Henry underscore Cheatham. Yeah, that's do that. That's my dad's name. I'm named after my granddad. My dad is dad. I was having good, fun with my brother about that. He's named after my mother's father. Anyway, that's where I am. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. Excuse me. Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB on the on the uh, on the YouTube out there. So go out there, and I guarantee you, once you check it out, you should, dog, I didn't know this guy could do this. Who is this guy? What planet is he from? And then you'll find out. I want to say coming up tomorrow is Lil Al Thomas' birthday. And so I'll be playing a couple of his songs tonight in in one of his favorite artists, brother B.B. King. Sending that out to his family. Many of you know his niece, Miss Kimberly, the lady who tell y'all black folks stay woke. That's right. So many of you, so many of you are asleep at the wheel, folks. Say, well, he's no good. Okay, that's all right. I'm hitting for him anyway. Bam, Well, look, anything but him. Bam, So that's where you got, that's the way we are in some things, So that's what we do. We're gonna get the program kicked off tonight with the man. I want to say hi to my friend down in Memphis, Tennessee, songwriter Miss Florence. I want to say hi to you down there. How you doing, Miss LaShawn? I want to say hello to her. She checks us out every Saturday night. Mitch, she checks us out and she thinks we're doing all right, Mitch. So always be nice to the folks now. Do something for the colored folks from time to time. Yeah, we got Gatemouth Moore coming out tonight. We're gonna kick the show off with him, and he's going right down through your community. In fact, Mitch, what he's gonna be doing is getting the hell out of your community. He gonna hit Memphis. He gonna leave Memphis so fast. Your parents' community. That's what Mitch is from up here. He's a big shot from out here in Illinois somewhere. Anyway, he gonna get on Highway 61. His song is called Highway 61. Arnold Gatemouth Moore. You got him all set and ready to kick for me, right, Mitch? Now don't have me do all this build up and all of a sudden you ain't got him there, Mitch. Moore was born in Topeka, Kansas, and raised in Memphis, Tennessee, Mitch. Hey, he was raised in Memphis, Mitch. And he was a hell of a singer. He was also a preacher too. They tell me, he was people called him a preacher, but he was a very, very spiritual guy. He graduated from Booker T. Washington High School down in Memphis around 1930. He left his home, joined FS Fox Sierra Walcott's Rabbit Foot minstrel show. He began performing with Ida Cox, one of the great lady singers, Ma Rainey, and Bertha Chippy Hill. He toured widely, but settled in the great state of Mississippi. He settled down up there in Clarksdale in 1934. According to some sources, his nickname was derived from his loud speaking. We speak loud, Mitch. Bad English, but hell, we speak loud. Yeah, It's just loud. He's speaking loud and singing voice, loud singing voice. But Moore himself repeated the story that at a performance in Atlanta, Georgia, a drunken woman told him to sing it, you Gatemouth SOB. That's how he got the name, Gatemouth. But then there's other things that he said he got it to, and he sung with some of the great bands. In fact, one of the worst fires in the state of in the country, and I think it was about the fourth largest fire in 1940. Here with the Benny Moten Band and Warren Barnes, and there was a big fire down in Natchez, Mississippi. The Natchez Rhythm Fire, they called it. The Natchez Club fire on April 23rd, 1940. The band leader and many of the members, died in that fire. But anyway, we're gonna kick the show off tonight with him. They said about 209 people was killed in that fire, and they were most colored folks because it was a black club. But at that time, white folks had theirs in the heart of town, really. But white folks had their clubs. We had ours. I always wanted to go to Club Catherine, Well, when the integration came, Club Catherine was closed. Man, there will always be somebody fighting. The white folks love to fight as much as we did, Mitch. When they get to drinking, man, they get to drinking, man. They come out, they have on their old white, jackets and all that stuff, and you're coming out there with blood on it, So, hey, that's life, man. You enjoy it, So, anyway, we're gonna do our thing. We're in the studio at 773-591-1690. We're gonna chat a little bit too about the movie about BB King that my man is coming up with. Gentleman out of New Orleans. Let's see what you think about that. All right, Mitch. Mitch, come on, Mitch. I'm finna throw you a curve. No, I'm gonna throw you. I'm gonna throw it through you straight, Mitch. Here we go, Mitch. You ready, Mitch? All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B with Sir Henry.
Hey, young bloods, let's have us a party, Roy. Let's have us a soul power party now. Yeah, NWVON. Ow! Do you hear me now? All right now. I said, Roy, get on with it, baby. Fantastic soul power party. Ow! Hey, work with it, woman. Work with it. Work with it. Get on with it, baby. Yeah, I mean, oh, what a fantastic woman that is. Yeah, that's a feeling. Get on with it, honey. Chicagoland style. That's what I say.
All right, folks, you just heard a whole bunch of great American music there. You just heard one of my favorite. My favorite is none other than that Wolfman, another old Magnolia guy. Howlin' Wolf, Evil. Talking about evil. He and Willie Dixon and who else was on that thing? Joe Williams, Hubert Summerlin. Associate producer, and of course, harmonica was Howlin' Wolf, and the single was Howlin' Wolf, produced by the Chess brothers, Leonard and Phil Chess, on Chess Records there. And of course, the lyricist was by the great one, Willie Dixon, here on Classic Blues and R&B. You also heard My Last $2, went out for Miss Phyllis. She wanted to hear that Last $2 by Johnny Taylor. And Lil Al Thomas, Ain't Nobody Sleeping in My Bed But Me, baby. And I ain't doing too much sleeping when I got you around. The late Al Thomas, I understand his birthday is coming up in a few minutes. That the date of his birth, he would have been 90 years of age, I understand. That's little Kimberly, many of you have heard her on VON. That's her uncle. So I want to send my, acknowledgement of a man who had a very good entertainer there, very good singer, Lil Al Thomas. A lot of spirit, too, with that. B.B. King was one of his favorite artists, The Thrill Is Gone. And, of course, you heard James Setter James, I Would Rather Go Blind, better known as Etta James, another one of those recording voices on Chess Records. And, of course, Gatemouth Moore, Highway 61. I'm gonna take Mitch down. I'm gonna let him follow me down as soon as the pandemic breaks. I'm going down Highway 61. Taking all. I ain't going to. Well, I will go to the coast because Mississippi's on the Gulf Coast. I go all the way down to Biloxi, or Gulfport, or New Orleans, or somewhere. All right, folks, we'll be back with some more great American music here on Classic Blues and R&B on WVON 1690 AM. All right, as we continue to roll along here on this Classic Blues and R&B Express, my name is Sir Henry Cheatham, the Magnolia Blues Man, coming to you live via Skype here on WVON 1690 AM here in Chicago. My man, my young engineer on the other side over there is none other than Mellow Mitch. And look, Mellow Mitch. My man Mellow Mitch is on the other side over there. Yeah, over there talking smack, doing whatever he does over there. Thank you for joining us here, folks, again for another Saturday night, Sunday morning here on Classic Blues and R&B. we heading into Thanksgiving, well, getting ready to eat. I got an anniversary coming up to it. Mitch, I've been married over 50 years. What do you think about that? How is that, Mitch? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, you tell me, Mitch, and let me know. What do you think? I mean, did I do all right? Oh, Mitch says it's a good thing. Okay, Mitch. Yes, but anyway, yeah, okay, Mitch, thank you. I'm glad to hear you say it's a good thing. And I was getting ready to get up out of here, Mitch. I said, man, I'm out of here, but no, I guess I'll stick around for another 50, Mitch. My man Mellow Mitch on the other side over there. We're streaming live at WVON.com on iHeartRadio and at WVON.com. The big old black greasy giant. That's right, Mitch. The big black giant, WVON, man. Some great guys and girls been through this. Have been through this. The history of this radio station. I took over for one. The blues man, Purvis Spann, the blues man. So now, a couple of guys tell me, say, hey, man, you the blues man, really? But yeah, excuse me. I think, those who think so, yeah. And thank the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame for inducting me a couple of years ago into the Chicago Blues Hall of Fame as an ambassador. An ambassador, that's not too bad. And I want to thank my man Willie Henderson for giving me the Keeper of the Sound Award too. I appreciate that. Sometimes you get to doing this stuff, you want to say, hey, what time is it? Then all of a sudden you say, wait a minute, somebody is keeping the time on the clock, So, but hey, that's what it's about. You do it because you enjoy it. You also do it because, folks, culture is who you are. And, and we have a great culture to stand on and to build on and to Hey, Mitch, I'm giving a lecture now. We have a great culture, Mitch, to stand on. Mitch, you're standing on Bill Street, Mitch. You're standing on Farish Street, Mitch. You're standing on Rampart Street. Mitch, you got great streets to stand on, and I can't even think about all the ones out east out there around, it's called Piedmont area. So, that's what you stand on, Mitch. You got a great culture. You got a great history, man. You're not from beggars, Mitch. You're from creators. So remember that, Mitch. You take these 25-year-old guys and girls and you say, look at here, I am not a period. The enslavement of my people was not the end of my people. That was simply a comma for me to get up and continue to move. You built this damn thing. Don't let nobody take it away from you. Of course, you got a lot of folks want to take it away from you, Mitch. Don't let nobody take it away from you. You got to stand there and fight for me. I got some dry powder I give to you and tell you how to shoot, and all that stuff. We're streaming live at WVON.com, and we also at iHeartRadio. The number in the studio is 773-591-1690. That's 773-591-1690. I want you to follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry_Cheatham. Like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. Do that, folks. And hey, you got comments, you can always comment at Henry at WVON.com. You can always comment at Todd at WVON.com or at Melody at WVON. Yeah, we all that first name, .com. So you can always do that. And say, you got a nut on Saturday night. Or if I'm doing a good job, you say, you got a pretty decent guy. You ain't got to tell I'm doing good. Just say a pretty decent guy on Saturday night. You're doing a good job there, or whatever you wish to do, But the interaction is the great thing to be involved in, All right, here we go. Mellow, are you ready? Mellow. Oh, how about it? The line now, man. The line beat Nebraska. I was so pissed off at Northwestern. I'm a Tiger, Jackson State Tiger, man. But I was upset that Northwestern, man, it looked like they had a shot at beating Wisconsin. And hell, they were right there. That ball was on the 2 yard line, 1 yard line, I think. I don't know what happened because I went to the bathroom or somewhere when I came. I had to do something. When I came back, they still didn't score. I said, well, what the hell happened, But hey, they didn't do it, so Wisconsin won. But at least they showed some competitiveness. Yes, it's a strange year. Obviously, it's strange, with sports and things. But hey, the game is being played, and hopefully, things we're gonna play. We're gonna start playing in the spring. The Tigers would be SWAC. We'll be playing in the spring. As right now, it's supposed to be in the short spring. Some folks think that Dion is putting life into us. Do you know Walter Payton? Do you know Willie Richardson? Hey, we're glad to have Dion. He should be. And congratulations to the new president at Jackson State. We got a new president on yesterday. The last one was an embarrassment, so we got a new one yesterday. So day before yesterday, I think he was announced on Thursday. But thank God for him. He is a young man from out in West Jackson, as we call it. That's where state is located, Washington, D.C. area. I understand he went to Provine High School. He went to Blackburn Elementary School. He went to Provine. And now he is the president. That's a good thing. It's good to see your homeboys and girls, man, when they step up in there. I remember Liddell was the great family, the Liddell family, a great family, smart folks. He was the band director till a few years ago. But hey, you see your classmates, walk right there with you and sit down, you move right on. All right, here we go, Mitch Mello. Ready to I want you to knock the bun off this doggone thing, Mitch. I mean, hit them hard over the head, where they don't, hey, I don't like to, well, anyway, we're going to give it to them anyway. Like Mel Washington said, we're going to take it, we're going to beat it over your head, we're going to make you take it. All right, here we go, Mello. You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM.
This is Sam Cockrell from Chicago, and I'm hanging out with my good friend, Sir Henry Cheatham, playing the blues, classic blues for you here at WVON 1690 on the AM dial.
WVON.
All right, thank you very much there, my man, Mellow Mitch. Anyway, Larry Davis and his band, Flooding in Texas. That band sounded a lot like being into what the hell you call it, Duke Records. He's down in Houston, Texas. It's a song by Larry Davis and his band, Texas Flood. Don't think his lady wanted to talk to him. Song written by Larry Davis and U.S. and Joe Scott. In September 1958, Don Roby bought this company. He's out of Memphis, Mitch. Don Roby's out of Memphis, but he moved to Texas. And they tell me, Mitch, that he would beat you up, man. They tell me he was tough, Mitch. A lot of folks don't realize how the South was. We had a place called the Rose Room. We had a lot of entertainment there. James Brown, Chuck Berry, a whole bunch of guys would come in. Hank Ballard and the Midnighters and all those guys. Hey, everything was always cool, but they tell me Don Roby, about his name is, he did a lot of writing, his name on a whole lot of stuff there on Duke Records. He was in Memphis and he moved out of Memphis and what I think 1952 it says something around there. And he went into Texas. He bought it from a DJ out of WDIA in Memphis. WDIA disc jockey and programmed the record. He was got the record from a company from him. He took it. I think he kind of ripped it away from him. His name was there was Mattis, a DJ named Mattis down there in WDIA. But anyway, that's one of his artists. And when I hear that song, when I hear that sound, you can tell it's if you know anything about Duke Records. It's Duke sound, it sounds like something that Bobby Bland, mostly Junior Parker. That was a Junior Parker sound, really, Don Roby had 2 or 3 labels. He had Peacock Records, and as I say, he took control of Duke, and he also had, what they had was the Backbeat Records. You know, he took it and merged it, and ABC bought it. I think it was sold to ABC, I think it was, you know. But yeah, I always used to look at that. He had a nightclub down in Houston, and that's where he did a lot of his acts at, you know. Hey, man, like I said, there is a culture, Mitch. We came along too late, Mitch. And we used, you know, hey, a whole bunch of these guys, you know, man, Span used to run the Burning Spear and several other, you know, nightclubs around, and that's the way it was, you know. These guys would, excuse me, become jocks, and they're not only jocks, they were businessmen, you know. So Mitch, I'm here to help you out, Mitch. So you come on over. I want you to become a businessman, you know, so you can take over this thing. You know, you can be where Lil Wayne is. They messing with Lil Wayne now. They saying Lil Wayne now. They trying to give him some time, I guess, you know. I understand Lil Wayne is a successful little business guy. You know, it's one of those things. But anyway, you heard Larry Davis, and before that, you heard Lil Milton Campbell, another GM there who recorded here with Chess Records. He was on Checker. I think most of his stuff was done on Checker. Chess had three labels: Chess, Checker, and Argo. Chess being the big one. That's what you know. But they were right there. They had two. All these companies. Even today, they got different record companies. You know. But today they got them all overseas, and never will forget Tommy Tate, one of my homeboys, a very good writer down there at Malaco. Yeah, and when he left the earth, he may have had a few pennies. I'm not sure. Those guys found out that there was other record companies that these companies have that were overseas and on a different name, but that's the way the business, operate. And you heard Lil Milton Campbell Jr. And you heard Jimmy Johnson, somebody that loaned me a dime. Lil Milton is one of my favorites. Walking the back street crying. Written by a guy named Stanley Jones Jr. 1972 down there down in Memphis. There was Stax. James Milton Campbell Jr. He was born in 1934 and passed away in Memphis, Tennessee in 2005. Lil Milton is one of my favorites. He a lot of soul, a lot of spirit, man. And I thought he was a very good guitar player and a very good singer, And the women loved him, Mitch. The women loved him, So even in Chicago, they loved him, Mitch. So I'm down at the Blues Fest before it got to be the way it is now, when you could, things were a little bit more livelier. And he was, these chicks were definitely hanging on to everything that Milton said, You heard Curtis Mayfield, When Seasons Change. You have to look at it, folks. We are in a chilly season right now. Things are kind of cool right now. Audrey Turner, that's from his Only in America, I think. What's it, Only in America? I think that's the name of the CD by Curtis Mayfield. Curtis was also a Chicago recording artist. Many of you here in Chicago may or not know it. He was a hell of an artist, a great creator, great mind, great art, great, just all around. He's just great. Took the hell out of me. He said when he first started playing guitar, Mitch, he was worse than you and I. He said he didn't know a doggone thing about it. It wasn't tuned, but hey, turned out to be a very fine writer, very fine producer. Of several movie scripts that he scored for. You heard Audrey Turner, the widow of Ike Turner, with the Little Willie John song there, Talk to Me. And of course, you heard a brand new one there by Christone Kingfish Ingram, The Ghost of the Past, Christmas Past. And I guess he's singing that to his mother, whom he just lost. Sometime I think last year he lost his mother. Yeah, 19 I think it was, Young man, and I like his spirit, Mitch. This guy about 23, I think. He's a big kid, a big young man. But he understands what culture is. He said, hey, this is my culture. He said, I've been messing with the blues ever since he was about 8 or 9 years old, But he said he has an old spirit, and he's one of the great ones. That's one of his Christmas song, I guess it would be, yeah. And we are starting our Christmas music this week, folks. We are going to throw a couple more in here as we go down the road here, because guess what? The 25th will be here before you, but today is the 21st. Now it's 22nd. So, dog, just look at the 25th is on its way. Santa Claus is moving right through. All right, you're listening to Classic Blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. Take it, my man, Mellow. All right, folks, you just heard my man, the one and only Lloyd Price, one of the great artists too. You know that's a brand new one by Lloyd. It's been around about I've had about couple of years now, and it's called The Smoke. And the name of the CD is "This Is Rock and Roll." That's what it is called. This is rock and roll here by Lloyd Price. Going to the top of the hour here, we'll be back with some more great American music here on Classic Blues and R&B. Sir Henry Cheatham along with Mellow Mitch. We do it every Saturday night, Sunday morning here. Coming to you from the middle part of North America. This place we call the United States of America. And we've got some challenges right now, but hey, we're going to get through that too, you know. I'll be standing on the square just like my man Christopher Addicts did. You know, I'll be standing right there, Mitch, and I want you to bag me up, Mitch. Now, I'll tell you what, Mitch, I'm going to bag you up. I'm gonna give you the muskets, okay? So I'm going to give it to you, so you take it, you stand in for me, all right? All right, folks, we'll be back with more classic blues and R&B here on WVON 1690 AM. All right, as we roll right here along, getting ready to go back into the old station in about a half an hour, 45 minutes. We're heading back into Chicago here. Mitch and I have been riding along here on Classic Blues and R&B, the Classic Blues and R&B Express. Rolls out from WVON every Saturday night at 11 p.m. We start stocking it up throughout the week, and our stuff is first class. Nothing second class about it, right, Mitch? Mitch, do I sound like one of the more conductors, Mitch? Yes. That's right. Nothing is second class here on this Classic Blues and R&B Express. Got it nice. We got plenty of space, folks. We got about 8 feet apart. You know, you can Twitter and chat and face, you know, all that other stuff right here. Yeah, have a good time, you know, and hey, we have a good time here. So y'all get aboard here, jump aboard and join us each and every Saturday night. And the admission is not too expensive, you know, just have some soul, have some blues, have a little bit of R&B, rhythm and blues, you know, hey, that's all it takes, folks, to enjoy this great American music. And, you know, your feet will move. That's one thing about it. Your feet will move. You will feel it in your body. I'm Sir Henry Cheatham here, the Magnolia Blues man. Excuse me. The ambassador of the blues here in Chicago. The ambassador of the blues. And we are streaming live at WVON.com and on iHeartRadio. Radio. We want you to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry and at Henry_Cheatham. And subscribe to our Facebook page at Henry CB. That's Henry Charlie Bravo. Subscribe to our Facebook page and hit the old button that said, hey, remind me when he posts something, when he put it up there. You know, so you can hear all this great American music and what else this man may be saying. And maybe I may say something worthwhile. Mitch tell me I talk crazy a lot of the time. He said, but every now and then I say something of value. He said, but there's more then than now, you know. My man Mellow Mitch is my junior engineer over on the other side there. See, this Regenevier has been approved and authorized by I should have said that when I came on air, by the FDA for emergency COVID treatment. You know, which is a good thing, you know. It's a very good thing that we're making progress, folks. As they said, great Dr. Fauci said, help is on the way. That's what Dr. Fauci said. Now all of a sudden, y'all, I don't know if I'm gonna take that doggone thing. I don't know, man. Well, wait a minute. Well, Donald Trump is not a pharmacist. He don't. Oh, he's not the one in the laboratory. Telling, hey, look here, put this here and put that there. Everything I read and hear about this thing. A good job has been done, and I give credit to President Trump for what his part that he played in there, in expediting, trying to moving things along. Like I said, we didn't have to start at ground zero. So with COVID, SARS and all that stuff has been with us for a little while now. So we got some idea about, you don't have to go back to ground zero, and that's a great thing. Had to go back to ground zero, then we would be lost, and we would hope would not be on the way. As we can kind of look now a little positively and see that things will get better. The studio here, 773-591-1690, 773-591-1690. And I want to say happy birthday to I don't know why I forgot it, my sister-in-law. It was one day this week. And to my niece, Jennifer. Yeah, my niece, Jennifer, her birthday was yesterday. And she probably, whenever I talk to her, I was intending to call her, but hey, things happen, you can't. And I think Root Doctor was last week, yeah. Say happy birthday to all of those. And the rest of you who having a birthday out there, hell, if I don't know it, hey, just God bless you. I went to my man Southside T. When is his birthday, Mitch? Ask it. Find out from him. Hey, Southside, give Mitch a call and let him know when is your birthday, man. Because we don't want to miss you, man. Because, hey, Southside is just as important as Mellow Mitch. Want to make sure we know your birthday. Southside T. Southside T is one of our great listeners. He checks us out most Saturday nights, All right, here we go with some more music here on WVON. All right, Mitch, I want you to hit them hard now, Mitch, when I throw it to you, Mitch. I want you to knock them right out, hit them with that left right, All right, you ready, Mitch? You're listening to Classic Blues and R&B, folks, here on WVON 1690 AM. Classic blues and R&B is a train where you want to be. Saturday, 11 p. until 2 a. CST. WVON 1690. All right, folks, I want to thank you for being here with us this week on Classic Blues and R&B. I want to thank my man Mellow Mitch over there for bringing us safely back into the station here. We do it every Saturday night, Sunday morning. It's been a great, great ride. The weather's nice. Good. I thought I was in Mississippi there for a while, Mitch. That was during the day, not at night. It get chilly down there too. But anyway, I want to thank you folks for listening. Thank you for joining us here on Classic Blues and R&B. And check us out through the week. We know we still be rolling along here, so don't forget to like our Facebook page at Classic Blues and R&B. Follow us on Twitter at WVON Henry, at Henry_Cheatham. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at Henry CB. Please do that. We're glad to have you there. And we'll be back up in here next Saturday night, You heard Mike Wheeler, I'm Hooked. Dale Mark record from his CD, Turn It Up. Melody Angels, Dance With Me. Shamika Copeland, Clotilda's On Fire, on Civil War CD. Jerry Butler and Brenda Lee Egger. Lord that much, that's a beautiful song. Ain't Understanding Mellow. And you heard Jeffrey Osborne, On the Wings of Love. Toronzo Cannon, The Silence of My Friend. Nellie Tiger Travis, Walking in the Rain in Memphis. Terrell Darby, I Can't Keep the Guys Away From Me. And of course, the last song you just heard was the granddaughter of the blues, Willie Dixon's granddaughter, Tamiko, Dixon. New day, folks, and we definitely are in a new day. And we want this day to hurry up and become newer, brand new day, like Mitch over there, he's a brand new. Oh, yeah, T's birthday is on the 5th of July. Okay, T, that song went out for T as well. So you guys take care of yourselves, stay safe. It's tough. Be nice to one another and enjoy your Thanksgiving. And I hope to get back up in the next Saturday if I'm not too full of turkey. But until next week, whenever you hear my voice again, may God bless and keep all of you. Adios.